Hi, welcome to this edition of How To Q. I'm in my master closet that I just finished building out. One of the projects I wanted to take on was building hidden storage or Toekick storage, because everybody knows you need more storage. It's about 7 inches high. I did the drawers myself. I did the base myself. I'm going to show you how I did that now. Okay, here's a big picture view of the closet. This took quite a long time to do. The Toekick is basically going in that center island. Obviously, this is the finished product right here. There's going to be 3 drawers that are going to be built into this island base. This is 3/4 inch plywood. That's 7 inches high, about just over 61 inches long. This is the base of that island, like I said. The key are these push to open drawer slides I got off Amazon. The link is down in the description. This is going to make sense in a second, but I decided to attach the drawer slides to the vertical pieces of that base, of the base of the island. It makes it a lot easier to get it more uniform, a lot easier to assemble. Then I take those pieces over and I use 1 1/4 inch screws to attach them. I had already marked out using vertical lines where those needed to go. They're not going to be exactly square by just doing this. It'll be very close. You'll see me here in a second use some scrap piece of wood to fix that situation. And there was no rhyme or reason why I did 3 drawers. I basically needed more storage on my side, believe it or not, than my wife's, because she's got most of the closet. But that right side will be my wife's side. The left side is going to be my side of the closet. Here I've taken scrap pieces of wood. I'm getting exact measurements to make sure that is square. And then I just use some 18 gauge nails to secure it, to keep it square. Here's a diagram I got with those drawer slides. Big picture, lengthwise, I'm making the drawer 1 inch shorter, depth will be 1 inch shorter, and then a 1/2 inch smaller than the height of that base. So I take those measurements out to my mobile workbench. If you click in the top right hand corner, it'll show you how I assembled, or how I built this mobile workbench. But I basically take those measurements, I use pocket hole screws, and build out these drawers. This is not and this is me putting a dado in on the sides of the drawers though. This is not a video on how to make drawers. Obviously, there are thousands of videos on how to build them. This is the one I prefer with the pocket hole screws. I've got that dado in the bottom. I've got a 1/4 inch birch ply for the bottom of that drawer. I make that right side a little shorter, and that allows me to basically just slide in that drawer. I'm squaring it off here to make sure it is square. Again, that is so key for this whole project. I got a track saw, of course. I bought on OfferUp, Facebook Marketplace OfferUp, great place to buy all this stuff. That's me sliding in the bottom of those drawers. I secure it with, again, some 18 gauge brad nails, and then it's ready to put all these drawers, all 3 drawers, into the base of that island. I basically shim it from the bottom. I pull the slides out, and these drawer slides come with little screws, and I believe I put 3 screws in each side, and these are, again, push to open. That is the key, and I'm testing it here. They actually test. Blind Squirrel found a nut here. They all worked out really well. Mainly because I, again, squared off the drawers and squared off the openings for each side. And this is the opposite side that I'm doing. But these all fit nicely. And then we got to just pull those off, 18 gauge nails. It's really easy to pull those pieces of wood off. I test them, and they test out great. So now that it's tested out, I drag it all into the closet. Now it's time to add the drawer fronts. Super simple here, just 1/4 inch birch ply, pre-painted, sanded, painted again. I use some plastic shims at the bottom to create the gap between the floor and those drawer fronts. Here's some of the detailed measurements of those drawer fronts. Throw on some glue, some brad nails, and you're good to go. Here's a close-up view of those drawers and kind of how they turned out. Remember, a lot of floors are uneven, so create a large enough gap that you will ensure that you can pull it all the way out and push it all the way back in. Easy. I had to make quite a few adjustments here. Off camera, I had to add some 3/4 inch ply. That's what all those arrows are pointing out, to the base, so I could screw in the base cabinets for this island, and I'm about done with it. Okay, I lost a little bit of footage there, which was attaching these 4 cabinets, the lower cabinets, to this base structure. I used 1 1/4 inches screws that I've showed you before. You don't really need to see that anyway. I also wanted to show that I used that 1/4 inch veneer around the entire base of this island just to make it a lot smoother, better look over that 3/4 inch plywood. I also wanted to show you the small tolerances I had between the drawers, the bottom, the top. I really did want this to look kind of secret or out of the way. Nobody really notices it, but provides a lot of storage. All right, once it's all assembled, of course, time to try it out, test it out. Off camera, I added LEDs under the lip of the cabinets in a metal track. That led to a couple more adjustments, but very happy with how these drawers slide in and out relatively easy. All right, here's a little bonus footage. I added a motion sensor to the LEDs that I installed. I plan on making a video of that later, but this Zigbee motion sensor allows me to walk in, LEDs come on without a switch, and actually kind of gives me visibility into those drawers. All right, there's obviously a lot more detail involved in this project. If you've got any questions, please leave them down in the comments. I respond to all of those. I just wanted to give you a quick overview, maybe generate some ideas for your next project. I'm definitely going to do a video on my LED setup. That's a little bit of the wow factor. This motion sensor is key. I just didn't want to hit a switch when I walked in the room. If you got any, like I said, if you got any questions, down in the description, all links to everything I used is also down there. Please think about subscribing. Check out some of my other videos. We'll see you on the next edition of How To Q.